I saw Men, and my God, I'm gonna stick my brain in a washing machine. First, like and subscribe. So here's my review for Men. I'm gonna go negatives first, positives second. Negatives. One, I think Alex Garland might hate his own sex. All of his movies have some anti-men sentiment to it. Like Ava is being controlled by Oscar Isaac in Ex Machina, Annihilation, all lady scientists because men and destroying the world and the ecosystem, and that's like kind of the underlying tone of this. And this movie's like all the sexist things that men do to women. So I was like, all right, Alex Garland, I feel like if you're married, you're getting pegged. You're the one getting pegged. You're sitting in the corner and you're the cuck. But major negative is just the last third of this movie. Last third of this movie, he goes so overboard. It's so egregious, the visuals. It is so like, I'm begging it to stop. I almost left the theater too. I was like, I need this to be over. I had a couple in the back and they were like laughing like, what the hell is happening? It's so over, like, if they made it one little sequence, one little visual to get their point across that they beat you over the head with, that's one thing, but it never stopped. It went on for minutes and minutes and minutes, and you're like, my God, I get it. Jesus. Yeah. And thematically, it beats you over the head with the message, even with the title. The title's Men. So it's like, oh, we're going to make a big thing against men. I'm like, okay. And you could be on board with it to a degree, but it's not subtle. It's not nuanced in any way. It's very beat you over the head with it. It's not to the point of preachy where it feels like it's looking into the camera and saying something to you. It's just in your face, but it's not preachy feeling. Up until like the end. The last third act, I was like, I get it. All right? I get it. Positives though, 2/3 of this movie are good. 2/3 of this movie are a legit good horror movie. I like the character's situation. I like that her past trauma I thought was interesting. Her reason for being and doing things was interesting. Even though she doesn't have a lot to do other than, react to the things happening. Cinematography was good. It was legitimately scary. There was a good few sequences that were legitimately scary. Especially a naked guy you see in the trailer. Outside of a house. That whole thing was creepy. I'm like, if you're a woman, it's going to be even creepier. Yeah, I thought the writing, the was interesting. They have one actor who played every character. That's a big negative, is I think he was making you see it in the trailer. The guy plays every guy in the movie. And I think it was just like, all right, you trying to say all men are the same? Man? Didn't like that. But for 2/3 of this movie, I was legitimately intrigued and scared. It was great tension, great buildup. So there's 2/3 a good movie. I'll give it a C+, because I was very invested for 2/3. That last third was like, I feel like my brain needs an exorcism. I feel like I need to take it out of my head and just scrub it down. Because I'm like, I'm going to have nightmares now. And not in like a complimentative way, like in a, like, damn you for showing me this way. That's my review for Men. Is it worth seeing? It should be NC-17. That's up for you to decide. I don't know if I recommend or not.